Hey everybody, welcome back. I just wanted to make a quick video about open chords and rock and roll sound. So, open chords are great. We can play thousands and thousands of songs with just those 5 to 7 different chords, right? C, A, G, E, D, and a couple of our minor variations. Thousands and thousands of songs, countless songs. However, when we start adding distortion, that can get muddy really fast. Take a listen. Clean on the neck here. If I play those same chords that I was playing in the intro there, E to G to D to C back to E. That sounds great on a nice clean channel. Let me add some distortion and play those same chords. Not too bad. I think we can do a little bit better though. Let me play something else for you. Something that probably sounds pretty familiar. Okay, I'm in the bridge position now, but let me play it like this. Okay, those open chords don't sound too bad on a nice clean channel, but when I add distortion, that can get a little muddy, right? Let me play something that's probably familiar for everybody with distortion and open chords. Not too bad. Let me play it a little bit differently and see if you can tell the difference. Okay, not a whole lot different, but I think different enough. Let's try that one more time. One more time our second way. So what am I doing differently? Well, I'm using not the complete chord. I'm muting some strings and I'm changing the fingering ever so slightly to make it a little bit cleaner with our distortion. So let's take a closer look at that. Okay, let's start with the E. So we know our E and our E minor. So in an open chord, I'll go back to the clean channel for this. Okay, so an open E sounds like this. And an open E minor sounds like this. Now, if I take that E minor shape using my middle and ring finger, and I kind of lay my ring finger over my G string and I play it, it's almost like a neutral E. It could be a major, it could be a minor. I'm not really playing that third that makes it major or minor. I'm knocking it out. When I add the distortion and I play that, so major, minor, without the third, not too bad. Sounds a lot better. A little thicker, maybe a little punchier, and a little clearer. Let's take a look at the A. So same thing with our E versus our A. We have our A major, we have our A minor. If I take that same minor shape, remove my index finger, do the exact same thing I did with the E chord, and lay my ring finger down, across my B string and play down. Now to give it a little bit more, when you hit that chord, I'm going to use my thumb and wrap over just a little bit and mute my E. That way, all you hear is the A down. So I can hit it harder and not worry about that ringing out. And you also won't hear that B. A lot of times, I'm probably not going to play the high E as well. But if it gets in there, it's okay. It sounds just fine. So let's add some distortion. If I play my A major, A minor, our new A shape, Just call that like a rock and roll A. You can also play that with your index finger barred, muting the B string as well. But I like to use these two fingers. So from A to E. Okay, now our D. If I play my D and a D minor on a clean channel, sounds really nice. If I go to my distortion channel again, I play my D, my minor. Now we play our new rock and roll D, which I'm using basically that D minor shape, and I'm going to lay my ring finger right over the high E and mute that, and then I'm going to make sure I wrap my thumb a little bit and mute the E. I can hit the strings harder, and if I play the A on top of that, it doesn't sound that bad either. So listen to this. Now I can use just those two fingers and bounce between the D, A, E. So A, D, or E, D, A. Much better. Now, two more chords I want to throw in on our clean channel. Let's take a look at our G chord. Played our normal way. And we'll look at the C. Played the normal way. I can use basically the same shape for both chords and sound a lot more rock and roll with distortion on. So let's put distortion on and let's look at our normal G and our normal C. And here's our rock and roll G, rock and roll C. Basically all I'm doing is I'm taking my middle finger and I'm going to fret the G note on the E string, and then I'm going to fret down here on the B string on the 3rd fret, and I'm going to mute with that finger my high E, and I'm going to mute my A string with my middle finger, and that's it. I'm going to be able to hit all my strings and not worry about any of those ringing out and kind of giving us those overtones with the distortion. So to play the C, I'll just take that middle finger and I'll drop it down one string. And now I'm going to mute my D string with my middle finger and my E string with my thumb and get my C chord. So now I can go from G to C. With just moving my middle finger. So let's throw a couple of those together, right? So go back to my E, G, C, back to G, okay? Let's try like E, A, D, G. Not bad. And I can, again, just really dig into those strings and hit all those strings and not worry about a lot of those other strings ringing out a little bit. I'm muting those with my fingers there. So two fingers, I can play all of those chords. All right, have a little fun with that. If you like that, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to get notified of more videos like this.